one of the pros to having double deeps rather than a single is that we don't have to worry at all whether this thing needs feeding right away. We don't even have to check. I know that thing's got a lot of food in it. So all we're doing right now is giving them a probiotic treatment, giving them a rim because we'll be back in several days to do an apigard treatment, and putting them back together. With the single story colonies, we literally have to give a little check when we take the supers off and make sure they've got enough food to last.
Like this one here, this is a single.
Yeah, this is a nuke over a double screen board.
But you can see that it's got a lot of capped honey in here.
Yeah, that one looks fine. Get that rim off right there. Yeah, but they're not putting, see, look at here. I don't know if the camera's, can you hold that at that angle right there?
Yeah.
I doubt that the camera's going to pick this very subtle difference up. But this wax is suddenly starting to get minor degrees of travel stain on it. I would say they were building wax a day ago, perhaps 2 days ago, but today they're not. You can tell because it's not bleach white right on the edges. It's starting to get a little travel stain. So the honey flow is ending here as we speak. So our timing is perfect. But they have a lot of food in this. Let's check that single over there, Jesse.
Okay.
Seth, would you, or Seth? Seth, would you get out the mite checking kit?
Oops.
Oops, you already, well, we can still check it. What I want to do is see what kind of mite count we have in these colonies. Let's find a frame that doesn't have the dust on it and should be okay. Probably this frame right here, but ideally we're looking for a frame of open brood. It doesn't even have brood. Wouldn't that be interesting if we pick the one colony that doesn't have any brood, which means it's a dud. Some of these colonies swarmed a couple months ago and didn't necessarily get requeened. Duds, we call them.
Yeah, it's a dud thing.
Got a dud? Nope.
Oh,
eggs.
well, hold on, there's eggs.
Got eggs?
Pretty fresh.
The other possibility is that it just got a new queen just lately.
Just got mated. Came back from getting mated.
Well, this could be a good one to test because all of the mites would be on the bees. So you do have eggs.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what the next frame looks like.
There she is.
Really? So we always carry the marking pens in our pocket. If we see a queen, we mark it. This one's obviously brand new, so she's going to get a red dot.
You got your pen.
What do you mean? You don't have your, after all that?
I don't have it
neither one of them.
right now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I do. It's in my notes.
Okay.
Yeah. See? Ha-ha.
Well, I left mine in the truck because we're just pulling honey. I didn't expect to.
The guy who made queens all summer didn't have the marking pen in it.
Okay, we'll just drop her in there, and that's enough bees.
Should.
So actually, this is a perfect one to test because there is no mites behind cappings. They're all on the bees. So whatever this reading is extremely accurate. Got a half a cup, maybe. Yeah, good enough. Okay, 1 minute. Swirl, shake, all of the above. Colonies seem to be in pretty good shape in this yard. Small yard, there's only 24, 26 colonies here. This is on my neighbor Jack's property. From my house, this yard's probably about a quarter mile straight away the way the bee flies. So this yard mates with the nukes that I have at my house. I have my cell building yard plus that small nuke mating, queen mating yard at my house. This works. The two of these yards find each other. Two? Okay. I don't think that's too bad considering that every mite is on the bees and there's none in the brood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Another thing we're seeing in these colonies is all the singles are pretty heavy. Which they kind of been backfilling their brood nest a little bit. More so than last year. Usually when we take the honey off, we have to feed some almost immediately. So far this year, we've not seen any of that. What you got there, Seth?
Alright, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5.
5 mites. Well, that's nothing to panic about because we're about to treat these with Apiguard. Nathan and Dave are installing 8-frame spacers into boxes that were 10 frames in a box. Once our foundation gets drawn out, we switch them over to 8 frames. If you try to draw out foundation with 8-frame spacers, it makes a heck of a mess. But once it's drawn out, you can change to 8-frame spacers. Goes through on capper better. You get more weight in the box. It's just much more efficient. We did draw out a lot of foundation this year. We got rid of a lot of old shallow supers in the last couple years, and we've gone 100% to mediums, so we've been drawing out a lot of foundation. And now's the time where we got to get it into the 8-frame spacers. They're going to go into the cooler, winter storage, spaced out 8 frames in a box, so we can pull them out next spring and they're ready to use. Kind of a pistol getting those little nails in there. Nathan actually uses a pair of snips there to hold the nail. Otherwise, you smash your finger a lot, huh?
Yeah, every time.
Every time. Scott's back from South Dakota again. I think this is his 3rd load in about a month. Scott takes care of stuff. Even though these are theoretically sealed drums, we like to tarp them in the rain. Sometimes you'll get a little rain seepage under the ring, under the lid. I don't know how that happens, but it happens. One of the reasons I like using Scott is he hauls 72 drums. He's got a real light rig. A lot of truckers will only carry 65, 66, occasionally 68, but he routinely gets 72 for me. And he really takes care of the load too. So we're going to unload this, and then we're going to load him back up with empty drums that he's going to carry up to Wisconsin for me. We're going to start getting a lot of honey out of Wisconsin here shortly. I hear they're having a fair crop up there.
No.
Scott, you're back.
Good morning, Bob. How
Good
are
morning. I'm good. What's the message from the Northland?
Same weather, lots of rain.
Same weather, lots of rain. Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate you tarping the load there.
Oh, I always do. Yep.
What's a set of tarps like these cost?
These smaller ones probably close to between $1,000 and $1,200.
So you got a set of tall ones and a set of short ones?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So these are fairly new. I think I got them a couple years ago. I don't think anything would have stayed dry on the way down here this week. From when I left Wisconsin to come from home to come to you, it was about 700 miles of rain.
Really?
So, yeah. It was rained all the way through Illinois, most of Kentucky, and all of Tennessee on the way down here.
Yeah, I heard they got blasted up there. We had a fair amount here actually too. It's rained almost every day. It's not supposed to rain today, thank goodness. Today's our queen collecting day. You know, we go out and collect queens every Friday.
Okay.
Is fuel more expensive up north right now than it is here?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Illinois is still at that 4, a little bit over 4. It depends on where you buy it. It goes anywhere from $3.90 to $4.25. I can't remember what South Dakota was last week when I was up there. They've all been averaging real close to that $4 if
Yeah.
you're averaging it out. So
Yeah. Well, had that load in California I called you about. You probably wouldn't have wanted that one anyway.
I don't mind going to California if I can make decent money at it. It's just
Yeah.
going out west there. The fuel prices out west are quite a bit higher. Then
That's
you get
what
up
I
in that
understand,
$5
yeah.
range. So
Yeah, West Coast over.
yeah.
I don't know about fuel, but it seems like once you go over the Rockies, everything changes.
Yeah.
People
Yep.
change. Weather changes.
Yeah, I stopped at a McDonald's for the folks on your videos in California last fall when I was spring when I was hauling bees out there for John, and a Big Mac value meal that would cost me like $9 or $10 in Wisconsin cost $21
Oh my
in
God.
California.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, we hear
stressful.
about it. Suzette's got a brother in San Diego. I got a sister in Santa Monica. So we get the news.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get political here, but
Yep.
I'm just going to say I was born in California and I lived there till I was 20, but I wouldn't want to have to live there again.
Yeah. It's a beautiful state.
It's a beautiful state, and people don't, actually most people have no idea just how beautiful and diverse it is. There's so much there.
Yeah, if you drive from the north end all the way to the south end, you get mountains, valleys, all the groves. It's just so beautiful.
The redwoods and the sequoias, and I even found a lot of beauty in the Mojave Desert. I enjoyed going to the desert when I was younger. We went a lot when I was a teenager, and it's actually beautiful too. Almost done loading. Another 2 rows of totes. I'll have it. Hey John. What's taking so long? What's taking so long?
There's only 2 of us.
There's no wind in it.
I know one thing, it's hot. It's hot in that trailer. Can you get another row up there?
Yeah, we should. Bring a couple more.
Okay.
We send one at a time.
It should be. If we get those 4, 320.
324, okay.
Yeah, if we get those 4. Yeah.
That's about right. People have been asking about this dehumidifier. I'm just going to put it on a video. This has been a great dehumidifier. It puts out a lot of water. We bought this one at Granger Industrial Supply, but you can go online and find them. They're available in a lot of places. It runs 24/7 during the extracting season, and keeps the moisture down really low in this room.
What's up, everybody? Seth Hill here doing a little video. Bob's having fun at EAS, so I'm doing a little video for him on the comb room. It's pretty full. There's a few empty spots under a few fans, but most of it is not sourwood worthy label honey. Some of it, a lot of it, is sourwood question mark. There's sourwood in it, but he's got to put a final hive tool in it and taste it before he wants to put a label on it. We have 1 row that is sourwood, so that's kind of good, I guess. Not really great, but better than absolutely none. More sourwood question mark. More sourwood question mark. That's what we've been pulling as of late. We hauled in all the honey supers from yesterday. I think 8-2 was the last. The final day of the pull. Long awaited moment at Blue Ridge Honey Company Beekeeping Squad. Long awaited moment. But anyway, so we got quite a bit. Nathan and Dave are chugging away at getting it extracted, and we're working it down. I forget how many drums we're up to now, but it's quite a few. So yeah, got her pulled. Now we just got to get her slung in a bottle or a barrel or a bucket or whatever.